Hello and welcome. My name is Carrie and this is Happy Hour Yoga. Today's class we are going to take it down a couple notches. Connect with our breath and our pulse. Finding that space within us that drives everything that we do and connects us with the whole universe. If you have it available for today's practice, 2 blocks, a strap, and a bolster are fantastic tools. If you don't have the blocks, no worries. No strap, hand towels are really great for that. If you don't have a bolster, a couple of bed pillows or couch pillows will work just great. So I invite you to find yourself a comfortable seat. That can be cross-legged, up on the knees, or maybe you take a child's pose or lay back in Shavasana. Wherever you are, soften the eyes and connect with your breath. It is said that when we find ourselves in meditation, we can feel the pulse in our toes, our fingers. Pick a body part. Connect with that. Listen and feel. George Leonard writes about this pulse in his book, The Silent Pulse. At the heart of each of us, whatever our imperfections, there exists a silent pulse of perfect rhythm. A complex of waveforms and resonances, which is absolutely individual and unique, and yet connects us to everything in the universe. The act of getting in touch with this pulse can transform our personal experience and in some ways alter the world around us. Transform our personal experience and alter the world around us. You know, when you are in a room of people, when you are in a community, you begin to click. You find a wavelength. And that ripples out throughout everyone in the room. And your pulse can work just like that. But even more so, altering the world around us? Who doesn't want that? I'm sure that most of us hope in some ways there is something that we can do to make a difference in this world. How do we tap in to that place where the idea, the dream of being the change leads us to the actions that create it? Silence, stillness, breathing into the place of our hearts where that pulse resides. Remembering that our silent pulse can alter the world around us. Everything we do has the potential to change the world. We just have to tap into it and find it. So hopefully in the silence and the stillness of this practice today, you'll be able to find that pulse. Be with it. Breathe into it. Connect deeply with yourself. If you haven't started the Spotify playlist, feel free to do that now. And then come to seat. We're going to start with box breathing. So that will be 4 count inhale, pausing at the top for 4. Exhaling for 4 and pausing at the bottom. If the pause does not work for you, feel free to simply inhale and exhale, keeping those at the same pace. So together to clear, we'll take a deep breath in. Exhale it out the mouth. 2 more. Inhale through the nose. Sigh it out. Last one. Deep breath. Let it go. And we begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold it out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe it in. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold it out. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold the top. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold it out. 2, 3. 2 more. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Can you find your pulse? Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold it out. Bring those arms up. Inhale. Right hand behind, left hand to the knee. Breathe it up and lengthen. Exhale, pull that right shoulder behind you. Deep breath in. Ring it out. 1 more breath. Pull the shoulder back. Reach it high. Inhale. Twist in the opposite direction. Left hand behind, right to the knee. As we inhale, we get tall. Exhale, pull that shoulder. Let the twist come from your core, getting long, then ringing from the belly. Maybe your eyes look over the shoulder, but keep that chin neutral. Inhale back to center. Hinge and bow forward. Spider those fingertips. Shine the heart. Breathe the chest forward. Hinge from the hips. Really sink those hips to the earth. Reach the crown forward. Breathe in. Melt the chest. Exhale. Breathe here. Find your pulse. 1 more inhale. Stay in the fold. Come back up to fingertips and walk it to the right. Really press that left hip down. Allow the head to hang. Inhale and reach the crown. Exhale, press the hip. Breathe it in. Soften. 1 more breath here. Stay in the stretch. Inhale back to center and walk it to the left. Press that right hip away. Breathe into the side waist and the low back. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. 1 more inhale. Press that right hip down. Breathe it back to center. Shine the heart. Roll over those ankles and find your tabletop position. So here we're going to stack the shoulders over the wrists. Fingertips are wide. Hips over knees. Tops of the feet on the earth. As we inhale, we come into cow. Drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale to cat. Press the hands into the ground. Round the spine. Broaden the back. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Now you may want to move faster or slower than what I'm cueing. Feel free to do so. It also might
feel nice to bring some pranic movement into this, rolling the shoulders and hips. Just allow your breath to lead the movements and really strongly articulate that spine so you come all the way up and down as far as your body allows. If you're barrel rolling, next time you come into cat, pause and move in the other direction. We continue to breathe, moving with the hips. One more inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Find a neutral spine, curl the toes, and we're gonna sit back on those heels for toes pose. Reach back, flip those pinky toes out. This might be pretty intense on those feet. If it is, feel free to put the tops of the feet on the earth. Otherwise, we're really gonna stretch the soles of those feet. Breathe in. Exhale. We just take one more breath here. Exhale and let it go. Release the toes, maybe slap those feet on the earth. And find your way down, hips to one side, feet to the other. And we're gonna roll it back to the earth. Grab the strap or that hand towel. We're gonna bend the left knee in. Put that strap around the ball of that left foot. Grab the strap or the towel, the ends of it with both hands. Soften that knee, really pull the hip down as you open the elbows and gently bring the ribs towards the thighs, the thigh towards the ribs. Keep the head and shoulders on the earth. That right knee can stay bent or flex it out in front. If you flex it out, really press through the heel, anchoring that sit bone, anchoring the entire leg to the earth. All the while breathing into that left hip, left hamstrings. Soften the eyes and find your pulse. Come back to the idea that unique pulse connects us with the universe. How can we use it? Take one more inhale here. Exhale. We're going to straighten that leg up to the sky. Left arm, left hand grabs the strap. Right arm can be out to the right, straight or cactus. Or feel free to put that right hand on the right hip as we draw the left leg open. Try and keep that right hip down on the earth. Left elbow can come down. Strap holds the leg. Breathe into the inner thigh. Push the heel away. Keep a strong flex in that right foot if it's straight. Breathe into what you feel. This is a great pose to not only open, but to recognize our limitations. Limitations are not a negative thing. They are just a thing. But if you're feeling overstretched, feel free to put blocks, pillows, bolster underneath that left leg. Continue to breathe deep. Relax your glutes. Just allow everything to open. Let's breathe that left leg up to the sky. Right hand grabs the strap or the towel. Left arm out, and we bring that right leg across the body. So here, that left hip can come off the ground. You might find some snap, crackle, pop. Oh, and it feels so good. Breathe into the outer hip. Find that stretch. You're looking for a place of stretch with no strain. So whatever that looks like to you, Don't worry about what that looks like for me. If you're practicing with others, don't worry about what that looks like to the people around you. Just breathe into where you are. We're going to take one more breath in. Exhale. Bring that leg back up to center. Grab either side of the towel or both edges of the strap, one in each hand. Bend that right knee, bring it up inside the towel or strap. Bend the left leg, sole of the foot on the earth, or the left leg stretches out. And then the ends come together in both hands. Reach for it. Press that left heel away. Soften the right knee and open the elbows as you draw the leg towards the ribs. Head on the earth. Unstick the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Breathe and come back to your pulse. I'd like you to notice if the stillness makes you uncomfortable. Like, Carrie, why aren't we moving? And if I was your mother, I would say, because I said stay still, and it's good for you. But I'm not. But it is. When things come up, sometimes we have to learn to just be with them. So if you find yourself getting a little bit of monkey mind here, allow those thoughts to come. Just be like, what is that about? What am I feeling? On your next inhale, straighten that leg. Strap in the right hand, left hand to the hip or out to the side, and that right leg reaches out to the right. I like to plant that left elbow, hold the strap tight, and allow the leg to just hammock in that strap. Again, we soften the jaw, soften the glutes. Let the strap do the work. Find some opening, some space. Back to the breath and your intention, finding that pulse. Take one more breath in. Stay for the exhale. Bring that leg up to center. Switch hands with the strap or the towel. And reach that leg across the body. Right arm out to the right. Ooh, I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was a fantastic pop. You can look up to the sky or over that right thumb. Whatever's comfortable for you. You breathe into the hip, into the glute, outer right thigh. Reconnecting with the pulse. We're going to take one more deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Bring that leg back to center. Bend the knee. Get rid of that towel or strap. We are all done with it. Bring the knees up and one hand to each kneecap. So we are going to move the knees opposite of one another. And it's going to feel like patting your belly and rubbing your head at the same time. So one goes out and then the other goes out. Allow the hips to be heavy on the earth. Feel the ground massaging the hip cavity. You can make these big movements or small ones. The feet can be soft. Just breathe in and breathe out. And once you get the hang of it, as you might have it now, slow, stop, and reverse. So this way might be easier for you, or it might be a little more difficult. That is our perfect imperfection. We are not asymmetrical. We all have our own unique things. Slow those circles. Bring the knees in. Hands behind the knees, so a couple things can happen here. If it feels all right in your spine, you're going to rock up and down. If this does not work for you, rock side to side. Next time you come forward, cross the ankles, plant the palms, find your way into down dog. If you're going side to side, find your way into down dog. In our down dog, spread the hands wide, press the finger pads down, bend those knees and stick your ass up in the air. Really press your bum up and then allow the heels to melt. Wrap the shoulders towards the heart and allow the head to hang like a grape on a stem. Might feel nice to bike pedal those legs. Might feel nice to stay perfectly still. Wherever you are, breathe into it. We all come into stillness, melting the heels. Feel that pulse for just one breath. Inhale. Exhale. Come on up to tiptoes and walk your feet between your hands. See if you can stay up on those tippy toes. Feet hips width, maybe a little bit wider. Soften the ribs to the thighs, maybe bending those knees. And you can grab ragtop, peace fingers around your big toes, or you can put the hands underneath the soles of the feet. Maybe give your wrists a little massage, bringing the elbows out to the side. Press that tailbone up to the sky as you root down through all four corners of your feet. Take a deep breath in. Soften the crown towards the earth. One more inhale. Exhale. Release the hands and slowly roll yourself up to stand. As you come to the top, shoulders, head, arms reach up, hands meet in prayer. Prayer to the heart center.
If you're not at the top of the mat, make your way there. Bring those blocks with you. Find your mountain pose. Where in your body do you feel your pulse? Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach it up. Hands in prayer, bend the knees, arc the spine and bow. Think cow pose.
Roll it up, one vertebrae at a time, like a cat.
Head and shoulders come up. Hands meet in prayer. Look at those thumbs. Bend the knees. Arc the spine. Lead with the heart and bow.
Roll it up.
Reach. and bow, arcing that spine.
One more time. We roll up. Lift, lengthen, hands in prayer.
Arc and bow. This time we come to Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, shine the heart. Right leg steps back, knee lowers, raise those arms, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Press that front foot into the ground, lift up through the pelvis. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, lift up. Palms to the earth, left knee meets the right. Find your child's pose, hips to heels. Come on forward to plank, knees on the earth. Exhale, lower to the ground, chaturanga. Finger stand, cobra, hands out to either side of the mat. We lift the heart, inhale. Right shoulder comes down, look over the left. Press the toes down, lift the heart. Bhujangasana. Exhale, left shoulder down. Inhale, lift. Right shoulder. Inhale, lift up. Left shoulder down. Bring those hands underneath the shoulders, lift up, up dog or cobra from the ground up. Press it back, down dog. Right leg high, breathe it up. Step that foot between the hands, feel free to stop and help it out. And we drop that left knee, raise the arms for a breath, deep breath in. Exhale, palms to the earth, step it forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, we bow, ribs to thighs. Reverse swan dive, bring it up to stand, deep breath, look at those thumbs. Bend the knees, arc the spine, and bow. Roll it up, one vertebra at a time. Arms reach, hands in prayer. Cow pose, we find our way down. Roll it up. Reach it up. Hand arc and bow. Halfway lift, shrug those shoulders down the back, fingertips to the earth or the shins. Left leg steps back, knee lowers, raise the arms, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Press the front foot into the ground, lift up through the fingertips and the pelvis. Exhale, hug the center line, squeeze those inner thighs together, squeeze your butt. Inhale, lift. Exhale. One more breath here. Palms to the earth, right knee meets the left, child's pose, press it back. Inhale forward to plank, top of a push-up, knees down. Exhale, lower. Keep those hands on the earth or let them float. Breathe it up. Inhale. Forehead down. Inhale, lift. Like someone's got a string attached to your spine. Exhale, bow. Press those fingertips and those toes into the ground. Lift up. Exhale, lower. Up dog or cobra. Find that back bend. Press it back, down dog. Left leg high, breathe it up. Step it between the hands. Right knee lowers, reach it up for a breath. Exhale, palms to the earth, step it up, Uttanasana, forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway. Exhale and bow. Reverse swan dive, bring it up to stand, inhale. Hands in prayer, thumbs to the heart center. Allow those fingertips to gently meet. Can you feel your pulse? The unique rhythm that is perfect and yours, but connects you to the entire universe. One more deep breath in. Exhale. Reach it up, Urdhva Hastasana. Shine the heart, hinge from the hips, ribs to thighs, we bow.
Halfway lift, flat back. Right leg steps back. Knee lowers, arms lift.
Anjaneyasana, low lunge.
Take a deep breath here. Right fingers forward, left fingers back. Open the twist. Stay here, bend that left elbow. Cactusing the arm, pull that left elbow back. Stay here, or maybe the back of that right hand comes outside of the leg and we deepen the twist. Deep breath in. Squeeze the center line, wring it out like a dish rag. Inhale. Exhale and twist. Inhale, reach those arms up. Bring those hands on either side of the front foot. A couple things can happen here. We're coming into a quad stretch. So if deep flexion doesn't work for your knees, come into lizard pose, bringing your hands to the inside of that left foot, dropping the hips. If deep flexion does work, we're going to come on up, bring that right knee forward, sit down on the inside of that right ankle and straighten that left leg for Ardha Virasana, half hero. So if you are in Ardha Virasana, feel free to begin to lower yourself down. If you get to your forearms, stay, lift the hips, press the tailbone towards the top of your mat. You're likely to feel a giant stretch in that quad, and you may not need to go further, but if you'd like, you can walk it all the way back and reach those arms over the head if you want to. We're going to take 3 breaths into this quad stretch. You can feel free to come out or go deeper. Inhale. Exhale. All that talking, we just have one more breath in. Stay in the stretch. Make your way back to tall arms. If you are in lizard pose, come and sit back on your bum. That right sole of the foot is going to find its way around, and we plant the foot in front of the hip. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, right fingertips behind, hug that right knee in. Get long as you inhale. Pull the shoulder back. Breathe it in. Wring it out. One more deep breath in. Exhale and twist. Come on back. Sweet little counter twist to the other side. Cross the ankles. Hands come to either side of the hips. Inhale here. Press the hands down. Maybe you lift the hips. Maybe those feet come off the ground. Lolasana. Bum comes to the earth. Roll over those feet. Press it back down. Dog. Wherever you are. Nice work. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out the mouth. Right leg high. Inhale. Step it between those hands. That back foot's going to come up about a foot. We're coming into Parsvottanasana. So drop that left heel. Think warrior 2. Grab those blocks. Hands on the blocks. Lowest height, second height, highest height. Up to you. Press in. Shine the heart. Deep breath. Exhale and bow. Press that front foot into the ground as you pull the right hip back, anchoring through the left heel. Stay here, maybe you walk those blocks out in front, finding a deep stretch throughout those side body. Come back to your pulse. Where are you feeling it just now? And how can you use it to change the world? As you lengthen, as you inhale, lengthen the crown towards the earth. As you exhale, soften. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more inhale. Stay for the exhale. Softly bend into that front knee. Get rid of the blocks and step it forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale and bow. Reverse swan dive, bring it up to stand, deep breath in. Hands in prayer, soften the eyes, don't change a thing, just feel what you're feeling. Hopefully it is your pulse. And a connection, not only to the Sangha that we have online, but to the world around you. Release the hands, reach it up, Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana, we bow forward and down. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Left leg steps back, knee lowers, raise those arms high, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Reach up through the fingertips, inhale. Open twist, left fingers forward, right fingers back. Stay here, maybe you cactus that right arm, elbow at shoulder height, pulling it back. Stay here, the back of that front hand comes to the outside of the right knee, and we deepen. Inhale. Exhale, twist from your belly. Deep breath in. Ring it out. Inhale, reach the arms high. Hands by the front foot. So you're going to take whatever quad stretch you took on the other side here. So if you're coming into half hero, we bring those hips on the inside of that left ankle. Otherwise, find your lizard pose. If you walk yourself back, remember we stop and pause at those forearms, lift the hips, press the tailbone forward, feel that stretch. Stay or take it further if you'd like. Breathe into the sticky bits. Find what's good for you. And by good, I mean a stretch with no strain. We don't want to pull muscle and you can't come back and play next time, and that's no fun. Feel it if anything comes up. Otherwise, just breathe into what is. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale. Come on up to tall arms. And we're going to release that left foot and put it on the earth inside of that right leg. If you're a lizard, come into this shape with us. Reach the arms up. Left hand behind, hug that knee in. We twist. Get long, flex that front foot. Shrug the shoulder back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring it out. Come on back to center. Find a sweet little counter twist to the other side. Come on back, cross the ankles. Hands on the earth next to the hips. Take a deep breath here. Press the hands into the ground. Maybe you lift the hips. Maybe you lift the feet. Lolasana. Yes. Drop it down wherever you are. Roll over those feet and find downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Left leg high, inhale. Step it between those hands. That right foot steps up just about a foot. Drop the heel off. Find that warrior one legs. Grab the blocks. Press the hands. Lift the heart. Ribs to thighs. Nose towards toes. Anchor that big toe mound in the heel of the left foot. Soften the knee. And press that right heel into the ground. Maybe you stay here, maybe you walk those blocks forward. Wherever you are, breathe into that left leg. Find stillness. Find peace. One more breath in. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, softly bend into that knee. Move those blocks, plant the palms, find your way back into downward facing dog. Lower the knees and come into a tabletop. So we're going to come into cow face legs. This does not work in every body, so if it does not work for you, take a seated figure 4, bringing that right ankle over the left knee, flexing the foot. If this works in your body, we're going to bring that left knee behind the right one and sit back between the feet. So your right leg is on top of your left, feet are out to the sides. I like to put my hands on my feet and adjust those hips a little bit. And then lift up through the heart. Hinge from the hips, bring it forward. Allow those hands to rest. It's a great place for blocks underneath the forearms if you'd like. Keep those hips anchored on the earth. That's where we want this stretch. Breathe into the sticky bits. Notice what comes up for you as we are in this pose. As we come back to the stillness, come back to the pulse. Until we experience this deep space of just listening to ourselves, talking about it. It's kind of like pointing at the moon. We don't know what it's like up there. We can only speculate. We've seen pictures. Just bouncing in a spacesuit, walking across the surface. So try and find that space. Take one more breath in. Stay for the exhale. Come on up to tall arms. Now, as long as you have your right leg on top of the left, listen carefully. We're going to do this cool Michael Jackson move I learned years and years ago. Hands come to the outside of the left hip. Plant the soles of the feet and allow them to spin with you. Walk the hands to the back of the mat, all the way around. Find the left foot. Sit your butt down, and your left leg should be on top of your right. Then we adjust the feet. Maybe lift up those hips, adjust here, get tall in the spine. And if you'd like, bring yourself forward and down. I remember the first time I tried to teach that. So much fun. Everybody was just like, wherever you are, come back to the pulse. Just feel it. See if you can let go of anything else and to just feel that pulse.
to tall arms. Move the blocks, but keep them close. Release the legs, reach them out in front, give them a little 1-2 wiggle. Feet on the earth. Find your way down. We're going to take one more active pose, but you can take it passive if you want. We'll set up for bridge. Bend the knees, place the feet on the ground. Anchor the forearms, the triceps, and the palms. Windshield wipe those fingertips, see if you can feel those feet. Just the backs of the heels. Knees over ankles. We're going to press into those feet, lift the hips. Press the arms into the ground, the back of the head into the earth. Keep the gaze at the ceiling. Press the heart towards the chin. Breathe into what you feel. Take a deep breath in, pressing the feet down. If you'd like, grab a block. Put that block underneath the hips and lower them down, finding supported bridge. Otherwise, you can stay active with me, pressing the feet in and breathing into the front body. Lift those hips, squeeze the glutes. Hug the inner thighs together. Deep breath in, deep breath out. We all inhale up to tip toes. If you've got a block, move it out and roll that spine down, one vertebrae at a time. Feet come wide, knees together, and begin to windshield wipe those knees from side to side. Maybe one hand comes to the belly, one to the heart. Or cactus the arms. Invite you to roll onto one side. And you can find all of the things that you have available to you except for that strap. So if you have blocks, grab them. If you have a bolster, your pillows, grab those. So if you have blocks, you're going to put one on its lowest height between the knees, one on its second height a little further forward. Pillows or bolsters, grab down. Lay it down over the top. If you don't have the blocks, no worries, just put those pillows between the knees or the bolster between the knees. And we drape ourselves over one cheek, arms rest. Just breathe into the space, into the back of the hips. Allow yourself to be fully supported by the bolster. Let go of anything that comes up and see if you can find your pulse. Maybe it's in your toes, your fingers. Maybe you feel it in the side of your head, in your temple, resting on the bolster. If you have one cheek to the bolster, bring the other one down. Allow the inhales and the exhales to at least be even. Maybe extend those exhales if you can.
up to tall arms on your next inhale.
And if you have that bolster, those pillows propped up, let's move them off to the side, the blocks. We're gonna lay that bolster, those pillows down, and come on to our hip. So we're sitting with those legs staggered. The top calf is in the arch of the bottom foot. Bolsters tight up against the hip, pillows, whatever you got. We're gonna spiral that heart towards our prop and walk ourselves down. So this is a nice gentle twist. You can bring your chin or your forehead down. If you look away from your legs, it's gonna deepen that stretch. If you look towards your legs or to that side, it'll be a little more of a gentle stretch. Find what you need and breathe. Allow everything to soften. And find your pulse. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale. Come on up to tall arms. And we're just going to switch to the other side. So you can move the bolster or you can move your body or both. Whatever you need to do here. And we come squaring the torso towards that prop and walking ourselves down. Stack the palms and rest the forehead or one cheek. Again, looking away will deepen the stretch. Looking towards will allow it to be softer. We're here for about 8 breaths. Where's your pulse? And how can you use that to make change? Walk yourself up to tall arms. And come on up to sit with your spine, the back of that hips, and the bolster meet. Recline back over the bolster, your pillows, feet together, knees wide, Baddha Konasana. If you'd like, grab those blocks, put them under the knees, give yourself a little support. And can also help you to really relax into the stretch. Arms out wide, shoulders softened on the back, palms facing up.
Come back to your intention for your practice today. What do I need from it? Where can I change the world? How do the things that I do make a difference? Feel free to stay here for your Shavasana. Move the bolsters and find yourself on your back. Or come on out and up to sit with me. If you're up to sit, soften the eyes. At the heart of each of us, whatever our imperfections, there exists a silent pulse of perfect rhythm, a complex of waveforms and resonances, which is absolutely individual and unique, and yet which connects us to everything in the universe. The act of getting in touch with this pulse can transform our personal experience and in some way alter the world around us. Hands in prayer, chin softly towards the chest. Or find your Shavasana as long as you'd like. To finding the pulse. To having the courage to change the world. And recognizing our place in this vast universe. The light in me honors the light and love in each and every one of you. From my heart to yours, namaste.